I started building a front fender for my Honda CB360 out of some 1mm cold rolled steel, but unfortunately that one went straight into the bin. So I decided to move to an aluminium front fender just to get a feel for how aluminium works when you're metal shaping it. I haven't done too much of this before, so it's a great little first project. But more about the front fender later. This is the original rear fender off this motorcycle, and I want to use it as a template to take some measurements off so I can make my own version of this, a little bit smaller, less of a side profile, basically more of a custom fit for this motorcycle. It's now just a process of going between the sandbag, using my power hammer to do the shrinking, a planishing hammer, and also my English wheels. Don't mind the surface rust, I can easily remove that later. Once I get this to the shape that I want, then it's just a matter of trimming it down so I can fit it and do the final touches. I have a small bench mounted English wheel as well as my larger one, and if I had a choice between the two, if you're looking at getting into metal shaping at all, I would highly recommend getting a bench mounted English wheel. These things are fantastic. In fact, I've built an entire motorcycle tank just with this small little English wheel. Definitely check it out if you're looking at getting one, because it's the cheapest option and you can smooth out anything that you smash out with a mallet and sandbag. Back to the fenders in a second. I recently got this bike wired up using one of our control hubs that simplifies the entire wiring process for you, making it really easy. But as you'll see,
needs a bit of a tune. And the tool that I use to do this on all of my motorcycles is a digital syncing tool by the company, theDigiSync.com, and I've got a gift to give you. If you don't have a syncing tool or you're looking at upgrading from one of the old school ones, check these ones out from theDigiSync.com, but make sure you use the code CRG at checkout to save yourself some money.
well, that fits like a glove, exactly what I wanted. It's a little bit smaller and fits the motorcycle quite well. I put the tail tidy on there just to see what it would look like, but now let's get back onto the front fender. As I mentioned earlier, I moved from mild steel to aluminium for the front fender, and I just gave it a go. I think I still prefer to use mild steel. It's probably because I've done a lot more of it, and I've got plenty more projects coming up, so I guess that'll be my practice right there. It's time to make the front brackets to hold this front fender up off the tire, and as you'll see shortly, this kind of evolved into something that I never actually expected it to do. It was just one of those processes of designing and building on the fly. So these side brackets really didn't have enough shape in them for me. I felt like they were just way too straight, didn't suit the bike. So then I moved to something a little bit different, which was, I can only really describe it as an upside down shark fin design when they mounted on the bike.
I just threw a couple of rivets in there just to hold it in place temporarily so I could stand back and look at it. Well, I'm certainly learning how not to make side brackets because these are the first ones, and here are the second ones. At this point, you're probably wondering why I scrapped the shark fin design, and it's not because I hated it. In fact, I thought it looked pretty good. I just wanted something that looks a little bit more custom rather than just two solid sides, something a little bit more open. And although this is going to take a little bit more time to get perfect, I think it's going to look better in the end. I've built this style of fender brackets many times before and they look really cool when they're completed. However, one thing that I will tell you is once you get it tacked onto your bike, look at the bike from different angles, because if you have one corner higher than the other, the whole fender is going to look twisted and out of whack, and that's the last thing that you want. In a second, I'll show you a couple more front fenders that I've built that are currently just sitting in my garage at the moment. Also, if you're looking into wiring a motorcycle soon, you should definitely check out our Prime Core control hub. This thing is designed to simplify the wiring. It comes with a custom colored wiring diagram specific for your motorcycle and the full wiring loom to wire your entire bike. And you'll also get access to the tech support, which will help you wire your bike if you get a little bit stuck. And if you want to know if this particular control hub will fit your motorcycle, all you have to do is go to the website. In the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see a chat box. Just type in the words core and your make, model, and year of your motorcycle, and I'll let you know. And if you do decide to grab one of these control hubs, make sure you use the word core1 at checkout. A little bit of a discount on me.